Welcome everyone to another episode of Maritime Human Factors and Safety. I am your host, Captain J.M. Mazuela on board container vessel Nicaragua Express. Together with me is Captain Kristoffer John Añes on board container vessel Lotus. And today, we're discussing a topic that affects almost every vessel operating in an international waters: the cultural diversity in shipboard operations. Before we continue, quick message first. Are you a maritime professionals who want to grow in your career and contribute to the future of the maritime industry? If you said yes, I encourage you to explore the graduate programs offered by John B. Lacson Foundation Maritime University Graduate School, which offers various programs such as Master of Science in Maritime Education, Master of Science in Ship Management, Master of Science in Tourism Management, Master of Science in Cruise Ship Management, Master of Science in Custom Administration and Supply Chain Management, and the Doctor of Philosophy in Maritime Education. For inquiries, send me a DM so I can direct you to the right person. Again, if you're looking for career growth, consider John B. Lacson, number 1. Going back to our topic in a podcast, let me begin with a question. Have you ever worked with people who spoke the same language but understood the same instructions differently? Or perhaps, you work on board with a crew members from 5 or 6 different nationalities, each bringing different perspectives, values, and expectations. If so, you're already experienced one of the most important human factors in modern shipping.
That's a great point, Captain GM. Today, most merchant vessels operate with multinational crews. Filipinos, the Russians, Polish, Indians, Chinese, Ukrainians, Myanmar, Indonesians, and many others work together every day to operate ships safely. While diversity brings valuable strengths, it can also create challenges that affect communication, the teamwork, the leadership, and ultimately the maritime safety.
Exactly! In this episode, we'll explore how cultural diversity influences the shipboard operations, examine its impact on maritime safety, discuss a real-world accident, and conclude with a SWOT analysis of multicultural crews. So let's begin!
Okay. So, Captain, when we talk about the cultural diversity on board, what exactly do we mean?
Oh, that's a good question. Cultural diversity refers to the presence of individuals from different national, ethnic, linguistic, and cultural backgrounds that work together. In shipping, diversity is no longer the exception. It's the norm. Modern shipping relies on multinational crews because the industry is global. Different cultures bring different experience, perspectives, and strengths.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing, right?
Not at all. In fact, diversity can improve problem solving and innovation. Different perspectives often help the teams identify the risks that others may be overlooked. However, cultural differences can also influence how people communicate, respond to the authority, manage the conflict, and make decisions. And those differences become important when safety is involved.
So let's start with communication. Many maritime accident reports or mention communication failures. Why is communication such a critical issue?
Because communication is the foundation of safe operations. Even though English is the working language on board most vessels, people speak it differently. Different accents, vocabulary choices, and communication style can sometimes create misunderstandings. For example, I personally work with crew members who interpret the same instructions differently because of the language and cultural differences. For example, when I was a chief officer, I worked with one Myanmar cadet. He was given an instructions to do the sweeping on the starboard side main deck. The bosun showed him the location, which is near the gangway area. You know what? When I make rounds on deck, I saw a cadet sweeping on the gangway even without anything to sweep anymore. Then I asked him why he did not transfer to another area. The funny thing is just simply reply that that's the only place the bosun was shown to him. So he didn't any plan to transfer to different area. So he still continued sweeping until I arrived.
Oh, really? That's very unacceptable. I imagine this becomes even more critical during emergencies.
Absolutely. During emergencies, there is no time for assumptions. Instructions must be understood immediately and accurately. That's why Bridge Resource Management emphasizes clear communications and confirmations of instructions.
Another important human factor is power distance. As an experienced master mariner, could you explain what that means?
Power distance. Power distance refers to how people view authority. In some cultures, questioning a senior officer may be considered disrespectful. In others, open discussion is encouraged. The challenge occurs when a junior crew members hesitate to raise concerns because of rank. Imagine, a cadet noticing a potential safety issue but feeling uncomfortable to speak up. That hesitations could have serious consequences.
So, leadership plays a major role here.
Exactly. Good leaders create psychological safety. They encourage crew members to speak up when something doesn't look right. Safety improves when everyone feels comfortable sharing information regardless of rank.
So, let's talk about work values. Do different cultures approach work differently?
Definitely. For example, some cultures value direct feedback and see it as professional. Others may interpret the same feedback as criticism. I've experienced this myself. A comment intended to improve performance can sometimes be misunderstood because of cultural expectations, especially us Filipinos. Many officers I work with, when they receive feedback, they misinterpret as criticism. They will start showing distance from you, or worse is they will start showing attitude. Understanding these differences helps leaders manage teams more effectively.
So sir, let's connect this discussion to a real maritime accident.
Alright, a good example is the incident of Costa Concordia disaster in year 2012. As you can remember, the vessel struck submerged rock off the coast of Italy, resulting in the loss of 32 lives. Investigations identified significant human and organizational failures. Communication breakdowns, leadership issues, and poor bridge team coordinations all contributed to the accident.
Okay sir, thank you. So what lessons can multicultural crews learn from this case?
That's a good question. The accident reminds us that technology alone cannot guarantee safety. Effective communications, teamwork, and leadership remain essential. Multicultural crews require strong communication system and leaders who encourage participation and collaboration. That is why we have bridge team management. The human element remains central to maritime safety.
Okay now sir, let us proceed to the SWOT analysis of cultural diversity in shipboard operations. So let's begin with strengths.
One major strength is diversity of perspective. Multicultural crews bring different experiences and problem-solving approaches. This can improve decision-making and operational flexibility. Diverse teams often become more resilient because they can approach challenges from multiple angles.
So what about the weaknesses?
Language barriers. communication challenges and different work expectations. Misunderstanding can occur when people interpret instructions differently or approach problems from different cultural perspectives. Without proper management, these differences can reduce teamwork and trust.
What opportunities exist?
There are many. Shipping companies can invest across cultural training, leadership development, and communication programs. Technology can also help bridge communication gaps. Organizations that successfully manage diversity often gain a competitive advantage.
And finally, the threats.
The biggest threats include stereotyping, discrimination, conflict, and poor leadership. When cultural differences are misunderstood, crew members may form assumptions about one another. This can weaken the trust and negatively affect the safety performance.
Okay, sir. As we conclude, what is the most important message the listeners should remember?
I believe the most important lesson is that cultural diversity itself is not a safety problem. Poor management of diversity is the problem. When leaders create environments based on trust, respect, communications, and psychological safety, diversity becomes a strength.
In other words, successful multicultural crews are built through leadership.
Exactly. The future of shipping will continue to be multicultural. The question is not whether we will work with diverse teams. The question is how effectively we will lead them. Again, this is your host, Captain J.M. Mazuela, and together with me is Captain Añes. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe, continue learning, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening.